Hello, my dear students. Good morning. I hope you are well and happy. I uh, I'd like to thank you on joining our course Grammar 2 today. Today we have Unit 55. Before we begin our lesson today, I'd like to give you two pieces of advice. The first one is related to your health. You have to take care, extreme care of your health. Uh, don't mix with sick people. Don't draw near. Don't come near people. When you come near other people, try to wear mask. Masks are very important. Wearing mask is very important. And never shake hands. Never kiss other people. Never hug other people. Try to stay away. And if you want to stay at home, you can do so, as long as there is no necessity to go outside. The second piece of advice today is related to your studies. Your studies are connected to your time. That means organizing your time is very important. Time organization is very important. You have to organize your time so that you can find and arrange a suitable time to do your studies. You can read your lessons, read the rules of grammar, then you read the examples. After that, you can do the exercises. If you do these three steps, that means reading the rules, reading the examples, and finally doing the exercises, I think you will be great students. That means also you have to do your homework on time. Don't delay your homework. Don't wait to the last minute. Don't waste your time on trivial things. Always study your lessons properly, carefully, and of course, in time. Try to present your homework in time in a good file that can be opened. You must write your full name, first name, and second name on the top of your file. Then you have to, answer the questions quite neatly and tidily. That means write down the question and the answer, and number one, number two, number three. Never leave spaces. Don't leave blank pages. Try to write down continuously. Don't leave gaps, and don't make spelling mistakes or grammatical mistakes. When you write with your handwriting, try to write clear letters. Clear letters. The background must be clear. The light must be clear. Your photo, when you photo or zoom the answer sheet, you must present it in a clear way that can be read and causes no trouble to your teacher. That will help you get high marks. So don't waste your time. Our lesson today is dealing with, here we have a verb plus object plus to, like I want you to, etc. I want you to study. All right. We have verbs like want, ask, help, would like, expect, beg, mean, which means intend, would prefer. These verbs are followed by, objects and infinitive. They can be used also without object. You can say, we expected to be late, or we expected Dan to be late. Would you like to go now, or would you like me to go now? He doesn't want to know. He doesn't want anybody to know about his secret. Do not say want that. Do you want me to come with you? Not do you want me, or do you want that I come? That is not used with want. After help, you can use the infinitive with to or without to. You can say, can you help me to move the table? Or can you help me move the table without, to. Both are correct. We have another group of verbs which are followed by object and infinitive. These verbs include tell, remind, force, encourage, teach, enable, order, warn, invite, persuade, get means persuade, or arrange for. The structure is verb plus object plus to. We have these examples. Can you remind me to phone Sam tomorrow? Who taught you to drive? I didn't move the piano by myself. I got somebody to help me. Got means arranged. James said the switch was dangerous and warned me not to touch it. All right. I hope these points are quite clear, are made clear. So these verbs so far are followed by objects and the infinitive. The next example, the verb is passive. I was warned. We were told. I was warned not to touch the switch. طبعا that is passive. The active is John warned me not to touch. يصير عندي ايه I was warned not to touch the switch. You cannot use suggest with the structure verb plus object plus to. Jane suggested that I should ask you advice or your advice. Not Jane suggested me to ask. Suggested that I should advise. We have verbs like advise, recommend, allow. These verbs with these verbs we have two structures. We have verb plus ing without an object, or verb plus object with to. For example, I wouldn't advise or recommend staying at that hotel. Or I wouldn't advise or recommend anybody to stay at that hotel. They don't allow parking in front of the building. Or they don't allow people or anybody to park in front of the building. Study these examples would be allowed in the passive. Parking isn't allowed in front of the building. You weren't allowed, you aren't allowed, you aren't allowed to park. So we have, they don't allow barking. This is active. The passive is barking isn't allowed. But when you say they don't allow you to bark, the passive is you aren't allowed to bark. Finally, we have two verbs, which are namely make and let. These verbs have the structure verb plus object plus infinitive without to. I made him promise that he wouldn't tell anybody what happened. Made him promise not to promise. Hot weather makes me feel tired. Causes me to feel tired. Makes me feel, not makes me to feel. Her parents wouldn't let her go out alone. Her parents wouldn't allow her to go out alone. It is wrong to say, yes, wouldn't allow her to go. I mean, let her to go. Yeah. So, wouldn't allow her go. Wouldn't allow her to go out. Let me carry your bag for you. Let me you carry. Let me carry, not to carry. We say make somebody do, not to do. But the passive is be made to do with to. We have we were allowed to wait, or we were made to wait for 2 hours. This is active. The passive is they made us wait. They made us wait. We change into passive. Us becomes we. So we were made to wait. All right. I hope that these, rules are clear and quite, tangible. Now we can do the exercises. Complete the questions. Use do you want me to, or would you like me to, with these verbs, plus any other necessary words. Example 1 is done for you. Number 1, do you want me to go alone, or do you want me to come with you? Here we have, do you have enough money to do, or do you want any help? Yes. Or do you want me to lend you some money? Shall I leave the window open, or would you like me to shut it? Do you know how to use the machine, or would you like me to here to show you how to use the machine? Did you hear what I said, or do you want me to repeat it? Can I go out now, or would you like me to wait? Exercise number 2. Complete the sentences for these questions. We have lock the door. Why don't you come and stay with us? Can I use your phone? Be careful. Can you give me a hand? Number 1 is done for you. Number 1 is an example. She told him to lock the door. We have here number 2. Yes, they advised him. Yes, they advised him Yes, why don't you come and stay with us? That would be nice. Yeah, they had invited him to come and stay with them. Um, Number three, she wouldn't let, yes, she wouldn't let anybody or let me use her phone. Uh, she warned me, yes, not to worry. Yes. Number five, yes, yes. He asked me, yes, to give him or her a hand. Exercise number three. Complete each sentence, yes, or second sentence, so that the meaning is similar to the first sentence. Let's see the first one, the example, which is done for you. My father said I could use his car. My father allowed me to use his car. Number two, I was surprised that it rained. I didn't expect it to rain. Yes. Number three, don't stop him doing what he wants. That means let him do what he wants. Number four, Tim looks older when he wears glasses. Tim's glasses make him look older. Number five, I think I should know the truth. I want to know, I want, yes, to know the truth, or I want you to show me or tell me the truth. Number six, don't let me forget to phone my sister. Remind me to phone my sister. Number seven, yes, at first I didn't want to apply for the job. Sarah persuaded me to apply for the job. Yes. Number eight, my lawyer said I shouldn't say anything to the police. My lawyer advised me not to say anything to the police. Number nine, I was told that I shouldn't believe everything he says. Yes. I was warned uh, not to believe anything of his words. Number 10, if you have got a car, you are able to get around more easily. Having a car enables you to get around more easily. Finally, we have exercise number 4. Put the verb into the correct form. Infinitive, do, make, eat, etc. Plus to infinitive or gerund, ing. They don't allow people to park in front of the building. I have never been, yes, to Iceland, but I'd like to get there. Number 3, I'm in a difficult position. What do you advise me to do? Uh, Number 4, the film was very sad. It made me cry. Number 5, Diane's parents always encouraged her to study hard at school. Number 6 here, I don't recommend you to eat in that restaurant. The food is terrible. Number 7, she said the letter was personal and wouldn't let me read it. Number 8, we are not allowed to make personal phone calls at work. Number 9, I don't think Alex likes me. what makes you think that or think so. Now, we have come to the end of this lecture. I'd like to thank you very much and goodbye. See you next lecture.